Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, entities of all creation and harmonic levels. Are you going to harmonize with me on the fact that sometimes you need a little whiskey in your water, a little something in your tea? Well, sometimes you need something that's a little bit different. And what we've done here, what the equipment fairy has dropped off for us today, is the Millenium still cymbals. Why are they still cymbals? Well, because they didn't stop being cymbals since they got made. No. Calm down. It's okay. What we have is a practice cymbal or a low resonance cymbal, if you want to call it that. And these are great if you have a small space, but also if you're gigging in places with small spaces. When what you're doing is you're reducing the amount of output that your cymbal's getting for the same amount of kinetic input. So when you have a certain particular part of kinetic impact, and this is a pack, 14-inch highs, 16-inch crash, 18-inch crash, and a 20-inch ride. And as such, you can do all the things that you need, but also practice in smaller spaces. This is another thing about getting the Evans sound offs, or the things that will stop you from making a whole lot of enemies with your neighbors and their pets and the old people that live in the neighborhood. And look at this, we've got strange auto parts. No. I chose to go with the silver just because I was tired of everything being looking like brass. There's no particular reason. However, it is really just a very simple idea. There are a few companies that make these, but there's really not that much to them, and going with the more expensive companies didn't make a whole lot of sense. They are a little bit better machined, maybe, in some of the better companies, but as I run my hand over here, I'm not getting cut. You know what I mean? I feel a couple little irregularities, but again, this is metal, so if it was jagged, I'd be in trouble. So, and then you're going to get very little sound. So that's the idea here, is that we're going to have a system of practicing and playing even that will deliver a whole lot less sound, and these are really inexpensive. These were quite affordable. You can find them on Taman, you can find them on a lot of these places, but a lot of times you're going to go with these name brands and they're going to be 4 or 5 times the price that you get these for. So Millenium is out there. They're not they're an Asian brand. It's an off brand. But you're not going to get anything out of the name brands that you are going to get out of these, because you're not supposed to go into the studio and record these. These are for practicing, and maybe if you ever take these to gigs where you're in a coffee shop but you still want to have cymbal sound effects, but if you hit an actual cymbal, you'd be kicked out. So those are the only 2 places you're going to do this. Take advantage of the fact that you can get these in for a very low price. And actually they have one that was out now that actually has this rainbow effect. I thought those were gorgeous. They were sold out when I went to them, so I just grabbed what I could. But you can look out for those too. I really wanted those because those are sexy. But give them a chance, and give new companies a chance for bringing us stuff that we can use just as well for an affordable price, because you don't need to pay more to get more.